Hi, this is Jeff Tomazeski, Chief Life Transformer at Max Strength Fitness. And today I want to show you some helpful tips on how you can prevent impulse eating. It's happened to all of us. You know the feeling. You're away from home, running errands, or you were out late because you had to stay longer at work. And you realize that you're hungry. Not just a little bit hungry though. You haven't eaten for hours. Your head is starting to throb and you can't even think straight. Bottom line, you have to eat. And now. As you survey your options, you realize that getting something to eat that is even a little remotely healthy is going to be nearly impossible. But you have a little choice. So you grab a burger or a salad with grilled chicken. Do you have any idea how much that piece of grilled chicken has been processed or soaked and manipulated and transformed before it arrives in front of you? Or you just grab a small order of fries and off you go. And just like that, you've put the food into your body that will lower your immune response, raise your blood sugar, reduce your energy, and contribute to weight gain. It's a tough situation, and like I said, we've all been there, myself included. Sometimes you really have to eat right now. But over time, these eating emergencies add up and significantly impact your health and fitness achievement. Emergency preparedness. The answer is to stop having eating emergencies, and I will show you exactly how to do this. It does take some planning, but it isn't as hard as you might think. The first step is to make a list of healthy, on-the-go foods that you enjoy eating. Make sure you include things that are healthy fats, protein, and carbs, especially if it's around a workout time. When you're very hungry, you need to have all the macronutrients covered in order to get quick energy, satisfy your hunger, and clear your brain fog. This does not have to be a complete meal, but it needs to be balanced enough to substitute for one if needed. Here are some ideas to help get you started. Unsalted nuts, walnuts, pecans, hazelnuts, almonds, cashews, Brazil nuts. These will provide protein and good fat. Now be careful though. If your goal is fat loss, the calories will add up quickly, so just be careful on how much you eat. Next, raw veggies and fruit. They're crisp, juicy, cold, and sweet, and full of micronutrients your body craves. Greek yogurt or cottage cheese. If you do eat dairy, these will give you a complete protein, a little fat, and they can be very comforting. Remember, the goal is to tame the beast inside that is calling out for your burger or the nearest drive-thru window. This is a mental exercise as well as physical. Nut butters. Cashew, almond, peanut, find your favorite. Almond butter is great on an apple or celery. Cashew butter is perfect on whole grain crackers. Heck, go ahead and put 7 to 8 chocolate chips on top if you want. It's a tiny little indulgence that will go far away to settle your craving. Hard-boiled eggs. Do you like cold salted boiled eggs? They're a powerhouse of protein. Just be sure to get free-range eggs. Eggs are the single best protein source there is, so be sure to make sure they are a staple in your diet. Sardines. Yeah, you heard me right. If you like fish, you can buy small packets of wild-caught sardines and travel well. Next up, protein bar or shake. These are great in a pinch, and these are my go-to staple. But make sure that the protein source is whey and not soy. If it's a bar, make sure it's a good balance between protein and carbs, low fat and minimal, if any, sugar. I always have a protein bar in my car for those unexpected delays in my day. You never know when your meeting might run late or you get stuck in traffic. Last but not least, and probably the most important, water. You have to drink water. I can't stress this enough. Don't leave home without it. If you look closely when I'm in my office or in my car, I always have water on hand and I'm constantly drinking it throughout the day. The second step seems obvious, but it has to happen if you're going to eliminate impulse eating. Buy the foods on your list. You have to get it in your house, so you have it when you need it. Third step is to plan your food kit. This food has to travel with you, and you have to decide on how you're going to transport it. The secret is convenience. If you only have a few minutes to grab your kit on the way out the door before work, it has to be streamlined. Ideally, will you leave yourself with more than a few minutes, but let's face it, life happens. Here are some tips to help you set up your food kit for ease and speed. Small cooler. Purchase a small cooler that will hold an ice pack and several other things. Keep this in your kitchen so you can grab it on the go. Plates, utensils, and napkins. whether you're paper, or plastic, or everyday items. Get a bag and put a couple of plates, some utensils, and some napkins in it. You will use the same bag every time you use your kit, so it becomes a habit. It can be a plastic bag, a cloth bag, paper bag, I don't care what kind of bag, just get a bag. It doesn't matter. The point is that you can grab the bag on your way out the door and know that it's there when you need it. Next up, small storage containers or plastic bags. You'll need individual containers to put your food in. Don't take a whole bag of chocolate chips because you will end up eating the whole thing. Put only maybe 7 to 8 chocolate chips in the bag and you're good to go. Toss some nuts in one container, put some cut fruit in another. Also, you don't have to prepare everything in advance. In a pinch, you can eat a big bell pepper just like an apple. Just have a plan so you can get to it fast when needed. Some things don't have to be separately packaged, such as your nut butter. Just toss the whole jar in the cooler. If you can control yourself, that is. Next up, a tote bag or a duffel bag. This will be your picnic basket, so to speak. Stuff everything into that does not go into the cooler. Water bottle. As I mentioned earlier, you need to have something to store water in. This is a must. So now that you know what to do, you just need to do it. Look, you've done the hard part. You've figured out what foods will make you happy and help you through the emergency. You've stocked up on them. You've even gathered them and what you need to transport them, and you have your water situation figured out. All that is left is making it happen. You have to take the food with you when you leave the house, let's face it. The first few times, I'll admit, it'll seem a little complicated, a little tedious, but eventually you will do it with little or no thought. It will become a habit. That is why using the same cooler, the same bags, and the same water container every time is so important. You will even find that you grab the same foods nearly every time. It's just easier. And it has to be, or you won't do it. The happy result is that when you are out, you realize you're hungry, you will not have to eat food from a gas station or a drive-thru. You will have an assortment of healthy and energy-promoting foods right at your fingertips. I hope you found this helpful, and if so, please feel free to share it with someone you care about via email or social media. As always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to share them. And until next time, be strong, eat clean, and live well.